Hi guys, and welcome back to the 998 performance field. So we've now put the gearbox on and bolted that down. The next job is to flywheel casing. So we've got a new shim from Mini Spares and checked all our end floats, and they're all really good now. So we got for about 4 of end float. So the next job is to put this casing on. Luke's getting ready. Yeah, still haven't sorted out the timing yet, but we'll get onto that as and when. The cam timing. Okay, so that's the casing down, and now we're just about to bolt it down. New seal in there. So it's one of the prone areas where minis leak straight onto the clutch. We've also checked the end float on that primary gear as well. So you put a feeler gauge. You actually put a feeler gauge because these actually rock on here. So you put a feeler gauge each side to check that. A little trick actually is that they wear the C-clip. If I can pull it back out, you'll find that one side has a lot of wear where it's been sitting on there. If you can see that. So the way to get around it is to basically, this one's actually got wear on both sides, but we found that this side was tighter. If you flick it, just flick the C-clip round and then push it back in, and you find it can correct your end float then in your primary.
So
Okay, so we've just placed the flywheel onto the end of the shaft, and we've used some fine paste just to bed it into the end of the shaft, and what it does is it reduces the fretting in case you have to take the flywheel back off. So the reason they fret is because it's not, the tapers aren't evenly matched, so it binds up in one area, and if it frets the crank, basically the crank's finished. That's it. So if you kind of like bed it in there with a bit of grinding paste, only really fine and not for very long, just literally just to bed it in there, and that should reduce the chance of it fretting in case you have to disassemble. Okay, so we've put the flywheel on and torqued up the nut. Now we're just basically putting the pressure plate on the clutch and doing that up. What's the torque supposed to be on that one, Luke?
same as everyone.
Oh yeah, okay. Pounds or Newton meters?
Pounds.
Do them all up evenly, Luke.
Can't still. That's weird.
Okay, so we've put the head on now. Just a dummy run with the head. We put it on with the old, cleaned up the old gasket and just put it on, but we're not going to use that gasket. We're just going to pinch it down and then check the rockers to make sure that we don't need to raise the height of the rockers to make sure they're in the right place on the valve. So you basically measure the how far the valves compress, halve it. So you basically turn the crank till they push about halfway down, and then just make sure they're kind of in the middle of the pad on the rockers. That's kind of what you want to aim for. So we're going to check all those first, and if we're happy with it, we'll pop it back off and put a new head gasket in and torque it all down properly. The other thing we've been doing this afternoon is made a hole in the side there as well, so ready for our connecting the water for outlet that side. Oh, there it is, Luke's got it. So yeah, that's going to bolt on there. So we made that on the lathe this afternoon, so we just got one more to make to go on the block, and that will complete the dry deck. So I've just made this for my son's Mini. It's yet another outlet. So we've done one, put that on, and this is the second one. So it's just like same internal bore, and where the rubber hose fits on is the same, but the flanges are bigger size, and that small step there is bigger too.